Hello everyone, welcome to the gaming test review of iPhone 16 Pro Max, the latest and the greatest from Apple. And we got it right here in a beautiful black titanium color. And let's put it through its paces, and we will be testing a bunch of different games. And I got the list right here up on the screen. As you can see, we got Assassin's Creed Mirage, Call of Duty, Farming Simulator 23, we got Genshin Impact, GTA San Andreas, GTA Vice City, both in Definitive Edition. We got PUBG Mobile, my personal favorite, and War Thunder Mobile. So all of these games are pretty intense and really graphic demanding. And this phone is rocking the latest chip from Apple, A18 Pro, with a better and bigger GPU as compared to the last year's 15 Pro Max. And we will be putting it through the stress test of the video games, and we'll see how it performs. And I have a controller right here because a lot of the games that I have here, like Assassin's Creed Mirage, Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition, and the Farming Simulator 23 and some others, will be a better experience using a PlayStation 5 or Xbox controller. But as you know that everyone doesn't carry a controller everywhere in their pocket to playing video games on their phone. So for example, you're doing a bus ride, you're going somewhere, and you won't be having your controller handy, would you, right? So that's why all of these games I'll be playing straight up on the iPhone, and I will not be using the controller. It was just there to prove a point. And but if you think different, then let me know in the comments below. And we'll be kicking things off with War Thunder. So from the bottom right here, because this game was featured in iPhone 16's launch event. So Apple specifically featured it because this game features the reflections, like better reflections, ray tracing capabilities, so it will be nice to check this one out. So as you can see, the battery percentage as of now is 100%. We got 2 SIM cards in here, and the phone is connected to a Wi-Fi network as well. And we'll crank the brightness to the max, and we will begin the test. And as you can see, no applications in the background, and the battery is 100%, and the battery health is also 100%. So without wasting any time, let's jump on to War Thunder, and we will see how this one performs. And I will quickly turn on the Do Not Disturb mode because we don't want any distractions during the filming of this video. And as you can see, so far, even in this screen right here, we haven't begun any battle or any game, but this is all happening in real time. As you can see, the graphics on that tank right there are pretty amazing. And let's check out the setting. I think I have it set to the max as of now. And as you can see, graphics quality, maximum resolution, high, frame rate limit 120. It's because the Pro phones does have that 120 Hertz panel, so definitely we'll be doing that. And ray tracing set to high. Ultra high quality textures, I tried downloading them. I'm not sure why I'm not able to. I wasn't able to enable them, so we will just leave them off in this part. And we will turn on the frame rate monitor, and we will try from the low graphics. And we'll see how that one looks. And the frame rate is still okay. So if you look at those low graphics, those are so bad. Let's go to the battle, and we'll see how the performance is with the low graphics. How many frames per second do we get? And as you can see at the top right there in that corner, frames per second 120. So the frame rate will be limited as we have set up that limit to 120 FPS for this one. And let me quickly change that. And because I just want to put it to the maximum ray tracing high, frame limit again 100% or 120 FPS. We'll continue the battle. As you can see, the graphics on this thing now improved a lot, but the frame rate took a big hit. As you can see, the frame rate now is only 60, 63, 60 FPS. That's it. And we'll keep on playing, and we will see. Okay, the frame rate is now below 60 FPS as I started moving the tank. So if I point to the top, no rendering of the ray tracing happens. So as you can see, frames per second cranked again to 120 FPS. If I look down again, so there now the CPU and the GPU is rendering intense graphics, and it came down to 60 FPS again. So let's find the sweet spot where it'll keep on hitting that 120 FPS. So we will, in graphics quality, we'll leave it at the max, and ray tracing, let's move it to medium, and we will see how that works. So medium ray tracing, now the graphics are still high, and the frame rate is above 60, 65, 62, in that range, and nothing really improved, just a few frames here and there. And let's decrease the ray tracing. Let's turn just off the ray tracing because we don't have any option to set it to low. So now without the ray tracing, graphics still set to the max, and now we're getting about 79, 80 frames per second. So 76, 73, 78. So the resolution plays a big part. So we will crank the ray tracing back to the maximum, and we will decrease the resolution to medium. And now we will see how that performs. So ray tracing is still max, resolution back to the medium, and it's staying above 60 FPS, was close to 70, so not a huge difference again. And let's decrease the graphics quality to high, resolution medium, frames limit 120, ray tracing still high, and we'll see how that one goes. And nothing really changed again. It's still hitting 75, 77 FPS. So I'm kind of disappointed it's not improving. So let's go to medium, resolution low, ray tracing high, or let's turn off the ray tracing and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so ray tracing turned off, and this game is now pushing proper 120 FPS frame rate, at least close to it, like 119, 116, 15. But as you can see, the draw distance is not that great because the grass, as I move close to it, the grass is still loading. So that's not good. And let's change the resolution to medium as well, and crank the ray tracing to medium as well. And we'll see how that goes. And it's 90 FPS, 90, 95, and the resolution is better as of now. And I think this will be the sweet spot for playing this game. But still, if you crank everything to the max, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will still be pushing 60 FPS stable. And so that's pretty great considering the ray tracing is at high and resolution is at maximum. Everything is like cranked to the highest except the ultra high quality textures. And still will be kicking frames over 60. That's pretty good. And as you check out these graphics, these are pretty good. And let me move. If you look at that, I think the brightness took a hit a little bit, and it just got just a little bit dimmer. Not by a lot, just a little bit. And we have been playing this game for about 5 minutes now, and I'm gonna attack on that. Yeah, but I missed it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I got damaged, and I'm leaving. Give up. Okay, so the phone is now getting hot. Let me crank down the volume real quick. And I unfortunately don't have anything to measure the temperature. And when I started, the phone was cold, nothing hot at all. So close to the bottom, it's still cold, normal temperature. Over here in the middle, it's just a little bit warm. Over here, it's warmer than over here. So, but nothing to be concerned about. So it's just a normal temperature when the phones are under load. So this is normal thing to happen. And we will go ahead and open a different game. And we will start with Assassin's Creed Mirage. So this one, just because of the ray tracing capabilities, I wanted to give it a shot as soon as possible. Now we will start from the top and move in line. So Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I did not purchase the full game. This is just the game's demo, so we'll be able to play a couple missions. But this video, I don't want to make it like hours long, so we'll be doing a stress test and not playing the full missions in this one, but we'll just wait for it to load and we'll give it a try. But still, if you are at home and playing the game, so I made a point, so you should not be, like, you will not be carrying the controller everywhere, right, for playing the video game. But if you happen to be at home and you want to play video games at your home and you have a controller, then definitely it will be a much better experience. So, but we're just taking a general scenario. No one has a, this is like costed me around 80 or 90 Canadian dollars to buy. Yeah, so no one wants to spend that kind of money to play video games on their phone. So okay, well, Assassin's Creed Mirage said they will not be cooperating with us today, and I'm not able to run the game. I tried a couple times, but I'm not able to connect to the Ubisoft services. So we'll get rid of that, and we will move to the GTA San Andreas. And this one is also, I haven't purchased the Definitive Edition Trilogy on iOS because I don't want to spend 80 or 70 Canadian dollars on these games, which I won't be playing anyways. So that's why I just have a Netflix subscription. I downloaded the games because that provides you with free access. And we will go to options and we will crank the graphics to the max. They already are, as you can see. The resolution is at the max, and I'll crank the brightness a little bit as well. And the music is off, and subtitles off as well. Okay, so let's start the game, and we will see how this one performs.
After 5 years on the East Coast.
Alright, I will be skipping the cutscene. No, we want to play the real thing. Don't want to waste your time making you watch those cutscenes, and just want to check the brightness is still cranked to the max, and the phone's battery is still at 100%. I've been recording for about 13 minutes now. Right, it's pretty snappy so far, and I've read somewhere that these Definitive Edition games on mobile devices are logged to 30 FPS, but still, as you can see, I'm moving here and there. It seems pretty snappy to me, so definitely playable. Nothing to be concerned about. And we will keep it digital, and we will go to Carl's home at Grove Street, and we'll start that mission real quick. And I'll stop jabbering now and let you enjoy this little bit of gameplay.
Look up. Grove Street, home. At least it was before I fucked everything up.
Carl arrived at the Grove Street, and as you can see, this is, I think, definitely 30 FPS, so not as snappy as, because we have tested the game that was showing the frame rates in real time, and at some low-end graphic settings, it was pushing 120 FPS. So this game is definitely not 120 FPS, so, and not even 60 as well. Still choppy. Still very snappy, and still playable and running at high resolution, but not 60 FPS. And if you want, you can enjoy the story and everything, and will be awesome. And okay, so this one is running good. Let me take the car and drive away to somewhere else. There was a little bit of frame drop, and nothing to be concerned about. Still, the game is still not like seriously lagging, but there was just a tiny bit of frame drop. Oh, there was another. Okay. And also, if my driving is terrible, just to let you know, I am not looking at the phone's screen directly. I'm looking at my other phone that's recording, so screen through another screen. So, yeah, just to put that out there. Not a terrible driver in video games, at least. So far, pretty snappy, and if you want to play at highest possible graphic settings, it'll be stable 30 FPS, and the brightness just took a hit, and the brightness just got decreased. Well, that's what happens when the phone is running a little hot and under load. But yeah, still pretty snappy, and if you want to decrease the graphics, and so there will be no frame drops at all. But if you want to run it at maximum graphics, because you paid a lot of money for your new device, then you definitely can, so you won't be disappointed. And let's close this one, and we will go for the GTA Vice City. And this one again is a definitive edition, and we will be cranking the graphics on this one to the max as well. Let me decrease the volume real quick before we run into the actual gameplay. Right, as you can see again, my account just got logged in because I am using it through Netflix and paid for the game. And the resolution cranked to the max, and a little bit of more brightness because this game is a little bit dark, and subtitles off. And we will resume it and we will play. Alright, so do we have a scooter? Yes, we do. Or we can steal a car, if that's... Okay. Digital, modern, we'll confirm, and let's go. I'll just let you enjoy the gameplay, and this one again, still running at that 30 FPS, not 60. But still, no frame drops so far, running pretty smooth. You will not be disappointed. And this one will be definitely a better experience if you connect a controller to your phone and playing with those joysticks and buttons. But if you want to play with on-screen buttons, that's still playable, as you can see, but not a fun experience, I'll just be honest. Ooh. My bad. Why are these people screaming? My driving is not that bad, right? My God. I can remember this place. I used to come here by using that a car and using the cheat code, and we'll be blowing the shit out of everybody. Okay, well, this game... Oh, okay, there was a serious frame drop right here, because this got a lot of effects going on in this disco, or in this club right here, because a lot of smoke in the air and a lot of different kind of lights. So there is a serious frame drop, as you can see as I'm moving the camera. You can definitely see there is a serious frame drop in this one. So let's just quickly go out, and we will take our car and go somewhere else. Like outside, no frame drop at all, so running smooth 30 FPS. And but when I was in that club, the frame drop was pretty intense. So if you want it to be smooth and don't want to run into any issues at any scenario. So I'll definitely suggest cranking down the resolution and the graphic settings just by a little bit, so there will be no hiccups, and it'll be pretty smooth. Okay, so far I've been recording for 21 minutes and the phone is right now at 97%, and game mode is on, and just feel at the back. So bottom is still cold, middle is warm, and this part is warmer. And if your phone has a case on it, so you won't be noticing that at all. So because right now I'm playing without any case or any protection, so that's why I'm feeling it. But that's just a little bit, nothing to be concerned about as of now. So pretty good experience so far, and the battery has drained 3% in 21 minutes. And we will go ahead and open Call of Duty and we will try that one out. Right, let's check the graphic settings on this one. And I don't really play Call of Duty on my phone, so that's why. Okay, graphics quality, we'll crank it up to the max. The change will take effect next time, and the frame rate will crank it up to ultra. And frame rate adjustment, we'll turn it off, and frame rate set to the maximum 120, and realistic color, dynamic color, standard, we'll just leave it at realistic. And so everything is set to almost the max, and we will try playing it now. Start multiplayer battle. Okay, so far the frame rate is pretty good, but definitely not 120 FPS. Oh my god. I'm pretty bad at this game. So, and also I'm looking through a different screen, right? So, don't say anything mean in the comments, please. Okay, I killed the two of them. Oh my god, okay. But that was nice. I killed, I think, three people? Yeah, something good.
Target's in sight! Get down, sniper! Reloading! Target down!
Okay, nice, nice. I don't know why it happens when I like playing with a full focus. My phone will definitely be like this. That just happens automatically. Okay, who is shooting from where? I don't understand. Okay, there is someone. Oh, fuck. Someone was at the back. Okay, sorry about the F word, people. Okay, so this game is also, like, at the full graphics, it's definitely, I think, because of the smooth frame rate that I'm getting, it's definitely pushing 60 FPS, but not 120. So let's exit the match, and we will crank down the graphic settings a little bit, and then we will start the match again and see if that time it'll be hitting 120 FPS back. So, okay, well, that is not good. Okay, I made a boo-boo because last time when I was playing, the frame rate was set to ultra and the graphics were definitely not at the max. Because there is a little bit of limitation to the system, you will not be able to have ultra frame rates with the highest graphics possible. And this time the graphics definitely are the highest. And let's move. Okay, this time the frame rate is definitely not even 60 FPS, so lower than 60 FPS because the graphics are so high. Oh my god.
Sniper.
Okay, well, so this one is really high graphics as of now. So let's exit the match. So hopefully my teammates won't be so angry at me. Sorry guys. And now we will be making it the lowest graphics possible and to see if that time we can get like really high frame rate. So as you can see, only max graphics are supported in max resolution, not ultra. So we'll go to low and these will be ultra. So frame rate adjustment is off or maybe on. So 120, we'll just leave it off so there is no cap at the frame rate. And real-time shadows, TLSing, realistic scope, depth of field, and we got everything is okay. Super resolution is off, and we don't want these kind of situations. And we will start, and we will see how this performs with the really high frame rates and lowest graphics possible. So on PUBG as well, to be honest, we play at smooth graphics to get those high frame rates because in these competitive games, frame rate is the one that matters the most. But if you want to play at high frame rates, if you want to play at max graphics, no one is going to judge you. You absolutely can. As you can see in the lowest graphics as well, the game doesn't look that bad. It looks okay, pretty good so far. But the frame rate is definitely so smooth. If you can like look at the screen of the phone like properly, not looking through like YouTube compression and 60 FPS video, like you will see how good of a frame rate that I'm getting right here. So like solid 120 FPS definitely, and I still wasn't able to kill that guy. Okay, so that's why the most expensive tech, the better computer or the better phone doesn't make you a pro player, right? So because I am not a pro player definitely, but maybe I'll try to kill at least one of them. Okay, my gun is reloading and he's running. Okay, I killed one. Yay.
Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Changing mag.
Cover me, someone. Okay, I killed one. Okay, someone came from the back and killed me. Okay, so if you want to get those stable 120 FPS experience, then definitely low the graphics and play on ultra frames. So it's a great experience, but still on highest graphics as well. It's not pushing quite 60 FPS, maybe close to 50 something. But yeah, eyes can be wrong as well, so we don't have anything to measure properly. But so far, the experience was smooth and definitely capable of playing at highest possible graphics. And we will go for the Farming Simulator 2023. And this game, to be honest, is one of the most terribly optimized game because no one really plays Farming Simulator on their phones or mobile devices. People play Farming Simulator on PCs, consoles, and stuff. But still, this game is really poorly optimized. Even on lowest graphics, you will see serious frame drops. You will never be hitting that 120 FPS, so you won't be able to take advantage of your Pro Motion display. And right now, hardware profile is very high. We'll try that. Let's quickly go back. Okay, as you can see, there was a huge frame drop when I just moved, and this is definitely below 30 FPS. Not even 30 FPS, 60 is by far will be much more snappier than this. This is not even 30 FPS, so really bad experience so far. But for the benchmarking and stuff, this game is worth playing. Not sure. So the older titles of Farming Simulator like FS20, FS18 on mobile devices run pretty good. I'm not sure what is wrong with the newer ones. So this one is pretty bad experience, and let's see if we can get on this tractor right here. We don't judge my farming skills. I don't play Farming Simulator on phone. I definitely played on my PS5. But yes, it is playable, as I think right now it's running 30 FPS smooth at very high graphics. So I'm not sure it. I think it just needed time to load everything up. But still, at high graphics, 30 FPS on this powerful device is still poorly optimized. And let's see if we can crank down the graphics and we can get some more frames out of it. So medium graphics, go back. And right now on medium graphics, it's just look terrible. So I don't want this. It's 2024, come on. So we'll go to high and we'll try that. Okay, high is much better, but still choppier. No 60 FPS, not even close. So definitely do not play this game. And let's check the battery percentage. I've been recording for straight up 33 minutes. The video won't be, I think, as long. I'll be cutting out some of this footage from it. And let's check the battery. So in 33 minutes, since the phone's been running, I'm at 94%. So phone chewed through 6% of the battery in 33 minutes. So you can take a pretty good guess how long your phone will last. But still, battery drains at different rate at different percentages. So it won't be applicable for full 100%. But still, you can take a pretty good guess. So even on the high settings, instead of very high, the game is still choppier, running at 30 FPS and dropping frames, even running at 30 FPS. So I think maybe 24 to 30 between that kind of frame rate, and not a good experience. So 2020, it's 2024. The game should at least be running at 60 FPS. So yeah. Okay, we don't want this. And now we will go for the Genshin Impact, and I'm saving the PUBG Mobile for the end. That's one of my favorites. And we will try Genshin Impact. And also, as you noticed, I'm not closing these games from the background. They're still running or loaded, but the phone will be doing a pretty good job at refreshing applications and RAM management. So let's quickly begin. Okay, this is, as of now, I'm trying to look directly at the screen, and this is definitely over 60 FPS, like so smooth experience. But let's quickly check the graphics settings on this one. And this is a pretty heavy game. I think over 30 gigabytes on iOS. I'm not sure how much is it on Android. And highest, but high is default, and we'll go to highest. And we will crank the resolution is still high, but the frame rate changed to 30. We'll crank it up to 120, and the current performance load got changed to overclock. And motion blur, I don't really like it. We turn it off, or at least turn it to low if you even want it for some reason. And these settings are pretty good. So ultra settings right here, and we will go back. We'll see if the phone is able to push 120 FPS on these kind of settings. Oh my god. Okay, let me see if the settings got saved or not, because that was a surprise right there. Okay, 120 FPS. Settings are definitely saved. And the... oh my god. Okay, this is super snappy, but I'm not moving or doing anything. But this is like super snappy. This is definitely running over 60 FPS. I think close to 90. Definitely. This is super good. And we've just started this game, so... and the phone is still warm. Didn't get super hot. And we've been using the phone for about 37 minutes. So the phone is definitely under load and warm. So, but okay, there was a huge frame drop if you noticed there. It's because there is these confetti and these artifacts in the air, and so definitely huge frame drops right there. Okay, close to water, as you can see, huge frame drops. Definitely not staying stable at 60 FPS. And if we run to the top, and so if I stand over here and try to change the camera here and there, then definitely it's going over 60 FPS. But when I'm moving and the game is loading a different kind of structures, then it's definitely the frame rate is definitely taking a hit. So this is a really heavy game, so I don't recommend playing it at these kind of settings, like really high graphics. So we'll just move it back to the default, which is high, but I'll still be setting the frame rate to 120. Let's see. Okay, still overclocked. Motion blur, we will turn it off. And let's try that. So we decreased the graphics just by a little bit, and this became much snappier again. So pretty good so far. Let's go back into the headquarters and try to do some stuff.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
So definitely, if you want to play this game and still want it to look good and still want the frame rate to be over 60, so the default high settings are really good, but definitely change the frame rate from 30 to 120 to unlock it, because by default it'll be locked to 30 FPS, so which is not really good. Let's go to the floor above us. Okay, that area is not accessible. Oh God, why am I shooting arrows? Okay, we're entering the library right here. I'm not sure what I'm doing because I've played this game like just for the testing purposes, for like these benchmarks and stuff. I never really played this game. Okay, we are not able to open this game. Open this door. I'm able to go over here. This is like that Harry Potter Hogwarts library, but not able to see where I need to go. I need to read some books. And we hit 40 minutes of straight up recording time. And before we move forward, I just want to check what is happening. Okay, close to the bottom, it's just a little warm right here now, so no longer cold. And over here it's warmer, so the same temperature that was here before. And over here it's hot, definitely. So if I keep my finger over here for a long period of time, I'll start to feel that sensation. And these side rails, that titanium side rails, are warm, but not hot. But this glass panel right here, just nearby the camera section, is definitely getting in the category of a little above warm and a little under hot. So yeah, but the frame rate is still good, and so the performance didn't take a hit. Super good. I'll open that door. Not sure where I need to go, and I'll just go outside, leave the headquarters. And we are back outside. Okay, that's it for this one, and this one, the turn for PUBG. And if I hold my phone like this, because my fingers are holding the phone from here, definitely it's getting hot. Yeah. When I was doing the test on the iPhone 16, the regular model, not the Pro one, that phone has 60 hertz panel, so the processor on that one is still A18 as well, not the Pro one. And I was pushing the frames on that one, but still capping that at only 60 FPS. And that wasn't getting this hot. It just got a little warm, but was never this hot. This one is pushing really high frame rates on a bigger high resolution display, and the processor is also Pro, so bigger GPU and stuff. So definitely I expect it to get hot. So if I have like something like this, a case on it, so I won't be feeling that. I will just be feeling it a regular warm. But without the case, yeah, you can definitely feel it getting hot. So on PUBG, so I respect the high frame rates, but I'm not sure if for iPhone 16 lineup, PUBG needs to release a software update. Okay, I just got an invite from my friend here. I will ignore it because we are rolling. Okay, so smooth frame rate should be there, and another option for higher frame rates, but this only cranks up to extreme as of now because there is no update. So if I play the same game and on same graphic settings on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, there will be definitely another option for higher frame rates, but on this one there is not. But still, so far I've played this game a couple times on a 16 Pro Max, and it is pretty smooth, definitely pushing frames over 60 FPS. And we will play no auto matching, so 4 versus 1 unranked. So I just don't want really high competition because I'm playing 4v1. So if someone attacks me, I won't get knocked, I'll just straight up die. I'll be out of the game. But we'll just testing the frame rate and the performance on the video. Okay, definitely there was a frame drop right there. I'm able to pick up these rounds. Oh my god. Who was there? Okay, well, as I said, expensive phone or expensive computer do not make you a pro gamer. And my cover story for this is, again, I am looking at my phone through the recording device's phone. Sorry, through the screen of the device I'm recording at. So I'm looking through the camera. We have been running these full games. We don't really have to complete a full match, but if you want to see a full match, I can do a screen recording of the next time when we play with friends. Just let me know in the comments down below. And so far we've been recording for about 48 minutes, and in 48 minutes phone has drained 10% of the battery. So as you can see, phone is right now at 90%, so 10% in about approximately 50 minutes. So far the phone, okay, so PUBG was definitely because we were running it at low graphics and high frame rates. So the CPU and the GPU, because that game is pretty well optimized, GPU and CPU was not working so hard. So because I just turned off the PUBG game, and the phone is starting to get cooler. So it's no longer hot, no longer warmer up here, so it's pretty cool. So if you play PUBG for longer periods of time instead of these other heavy games, then you should be just fine. And the frame rates will be definitely hitting 120 FPS in those low smooth graphics. But if you want to put your phone through some stress, then definitely check these other games out. San Andreas, Definitive Edition, Assassin's Creed Mirage. This game decided to ditch us today. Call of Duty, definitely this is also very well optimized, just same as PUBG, and you'll be playing at low settings for getting those high frame rates, and definitely worth it. But the Genshin Impact and War Thunder are really heavy games, so if you're playing at high frame rates and good graphics, so definitely expect the phone to start getting hot. So yeah. And is this phone worth it getting? So my take is, if you have a 15 Pro or Pro Max, then no, don't buy it. If you have a 14, then still you can swing or wait another year. If you have a 13 or older, then definitely you're due for an upgrade. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.